All right, welcome back. I know it's been a minute, and I have finished planning for next year. I've completely finished, and I'm going to show you an easy way to plan. No, I'm not kidding. This isn't some easy way where I hold up a calendar and say, okay, step number 1 is to highlight all the days you plan to school and all the holidays you plan to take off and all the time you want to take off and people's birthdays. Ugh. How can people predict that far in the future? They must have very nice lives because I cannot do that. Okay. So, and my kids are highly educated, so it's not like I'm screwing around, but I just cannot plan like that. That sounds, ugh. I don't know what I'm doing next week. What if the power goes out? Our power went out like last week and our air conditioner went out the week before and we had to get like a new thing done to it. I don't know. But anyway, you think I was homeschooling in heat? No. You think I'm homeschooling when it's really freezing inside and our furnace has gone down, which has happened 2 winters in a row? No. Okay. Enough of my yammering. So just ignore this. I'll show it to you later because there's an easy way and a complicated way to plan. So the easy way I found is step 1. And again, ignore all this. I'll show it to you later, but we're just going to show you the easy way. Don't want you getting overwhelmed with too much stuff. This is your curriculum plan. Anything you plan to teach your children, you write down this page. This is my child. See? Lock, fin, both. Math, Christian, spelling, language arts, science, engineering. It's basically like all your hopes and dreams of curriculum that you would like to get done, right? So just as an example, math, Beast Academy for Lachlan. Purchased? Yes. Some of it? No. Some of it? Yes. I may have to update that. But even like for language arts, I put book studies down. It's basically, I don't want to forget that these are things that we're working on, right? So throughout the whole year, these are things we're going to cover. And then you go over here and you go term focus. So this is term 1. Term 1 is literally anything you want. I have started teaching now, but like a very abbreviated, easy schedule. I'll tell you my summer schedule if you want, but it's super simple. And it's basically I'm getting done like unit studies and stuff I want done and topics I want covered. But anyway, so your term period is anything you want. Mine is June through August 2026. Your term period can be 5 seconds. It can be 5 minutes. It can be 5 months. You can switch it up halfway through. And during that, you put the child and what you want to cover. So this is for my summer term. So we're doing this watercolor books that I want to do. My son Finn is doing teaching textbooks. Locke, he's doing language arts. So I have one doing one language arts lesson every day and one doing a math lesson every day. They're both not doing both. Okay. It was just whoever was like, I felt like needed more of a, to catch back up or whatever. I don't know, keep going. Anyway. So both, we did MLK Jr., we both were doing an art history study. I wanted to touch on Rembrandt. I wanted to explain to them what we do in an emergency. And in an emergency, I will say, this could be an emergency, ... So I guess I can check that off because I covered that. And then both I'm doing the United States. So I'm basically right now, during this term, I am teaching breakfast. Or no, I'm teaching breakfast. We're having breakfast and then I am teaching. Now, when you are doing your term focus, down at the bottom, I put consider the fun reader, consider assigned fun reader. Like, so fun books, I have fun books. Well, I mean, I guess they are fun. I don't want to put in quotations, but fun readers that I've chosen for my kids to read. Read-alouds I want to do, studies I want to do, prayers I want to do, quotes I want to do, and curriculum focus. But again, that's making it extra complicated. This is keeping it simple. So you can make it as complicated as you want. So this is what I want to cover summer, right? Because during the school year, I find it a little overwhelming to throw in different topics, like in an emergency. Like I can do it. I can find space for it, but it just causes an added amount of stress knowing that is also waiting for me during the year. So this way, in summer, we do breakfast, we do that. And then right now we're doing these watercolor books. They have 12 pictures and then we each color. It's actually, they're really good. I'll put a picture of it online and I'm sure I'll throw a link down there. Again, nothing I do is affiliated. If you saw my last video, you will know that I do not do affiliate links or anything like that. These are things I actually use and actually like. Okay, so this is what we're doing during the summer. And then completed June. Child focus completed. Term number 1. And then June, August. Now I also have in here, so now I'm going to show you if you want to get more complicated. If you want to get more complicated, this is what I do every year. My homeschool goals. So these are yearly goals. Homeschool, I want to do 4 days a week or 3 out of 4 weeks a month. I also would like to study sometime this year the Pledge of Allegiance. I have to be careful with these because I'm already feeling stress with just the Pledge of Allegiance because I have so many other things that I want to cover, right? Which, to be honest, over summer, I can cover a ton of them. but the life skills I want to teach them, because I always include life skills. So over the summer, we're going to be practicing new chores that we're going to debut next year as part of this thing I'm doing. Okay, so vacuum, clothes in dryer, because they do their own wash, but I throw it into the dryer, and I would like them to throw it in the dryer. In an emergency, which I'm covering now, how to dial 911, mom's phone, I forget, how to use mom's phone in emergency, cooking pasta, making healthy lunches, making healthy snacks, which I'd already covered the healthy snack. Getting my one son to butter his own bread, like it's a skill of practice, and washing hands before dinner. I'm terrible at that. There are some people that are like really good with washing hands before dinner. I'm trying to get good at it. I'm very terrible. So now I said, hey, anytime you wash your hands before dinner, I'm going to give you like 10 extra minutes of Minecraft or 10 extra minutes. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm just so terrible at it. So I'm putting the responsibility on them. So I just forget. I forget to tell them that. Okay, the quote that I want to cover this year, the prayers that I want to learn, I already printed these off and put this in their bedroom so we can say it at night before bed. These are just the prayers that I want to cover. This is also a song. And then family, these are like my quotes and stuff. I want to do 50 games by December. And this is God is good all the time, God is good. That's something I want our family to say a lot. And we kind of do, but I really want to up that. And then 50 games that we've all played together as a family, which I'm doing pretty good at. I bought a new game. It's pretty sweet. I plan to show it to you on some video just because it's so cool and it's so fun. I like games that are like 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go to the beginning of the book. So this in here, plastic cover, is my homeschool schedule. It took me forever to do this. Do you know why it took me forever? Because usually I do so. This is breakfast. So boys' responsibility, because I have 3 boys, boys' responsibility are the books that I'm covering as our Christian studies at first, because it's like 11 chapters. So it'll take me, we'll say 11 days to go through. Okay, so this is normally, Christian studies is done at breakfast. Okay, so then we have a read aloud at snack time. And then lunch is normally when I do science. But let me go on a diatribe about science just for a moment. So just for a moment, I'm going to tell you. So I love Science Shepherd. We do Science Shepherd. I love Science Shepherd. The thing is that it is very in-depth. So whoever told you it's not in-depth is just losing their mind, because we are doing the earth science. Oh my gosh. It's very good. 3 to 5 minutes lessons. You put it on at lunch, and then we answer questions. All right, you're with me so far. The thing is I like to check a box. Okay, so every day at lunch, we will do, for example, science until we're done that, and then we switch to history until we're done that, okay? Or until I get bored or don't like it or whatever. But that's kind of our game plan. So the problem is that I'm on lesson 63 and I'm only in the science, I'm only 44% through. So I needed to take a break. For the first time in years, I needed to take a break just because emotionally, so I'll pick it up again next year. So I'm going to do science 2 days, because for some reason, the thought of sitting there and doing 4 days of science when really I just want to finish it and check a box and knowing that I am nowhere near finishing it, even though it's not like it's not entertaining. It's not like it's not good knowledge. But I just find that a little tough. And we do about 2 lessons a day. I usually stop it at 2, but they would go on and say, do another. Okay, so again, great, love it. Got many reasons why I like it. However, like, come on. Can't you give me a part 1 and a part 2 so I could be like, I've done part 1, yay! And I could check that box and move on with my life and then start part 2? No. So, back to the page. So after many, many months, this was the hardest part of planning I ever found. So in the morning, we're doing prayer, quote, and months of the year for various reasons. I want to make sure everyone has nailed that down. Memory cards, those are the cards I do with them. Like I take all the science facts I learned from all the science things and I put them on cards, and then we go over a couple cards. And this is all breakfast. And then we do boys' responsibility, which is our Christian studies currently. Not currently, but when we start. And then I'm doing the Greek, Latin, vocab with both of them, because I'm going to do one additional lesson. And for vocab, we're doing the Greek, Latin book. It's pretty interesting, pretty good. It's just like your basic intro. And then I'm going to make cards for it, and I will add those to the memory cards. Whatever. And then, so not hard. And then snack read-alouds, I chose Call the Wild for the read-alouds. And then, so down here, so notice how I didn't label it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Because even though 4 is Fun Fridays, Friday we may add a movie in there, but we're still going to do this because it doesn't take that long to do schoolwork. Okay, so then over here, breakfast is Mom's Choice. Mom's Choice. After boys' responsibility, Mom's Choice. In case I don't want to finish up the vocab, which to be honest, I probably will. Usually I do that to finish up a book. But whatever I want in here, so this is basically TBD. To be decided, getting closer to. there. So say if we haven't finished up all the states this summer, because it just takes me 2 minutes to go through the states, talk about great things about this state, some important people from this state. We write down the number that the state joined. We write down the abbreviation. Bam, state, check off that state's box. Okay. So anyway, read aloud is any, because I have so many read alouds. I love read alouds. All I do is read. So right now we're doing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory this summer. So we're covering a lot of read alouds this summer that I want to cover during the year. So that was cool. And then after lunch, and then at lunch on these 2 days, instead of doing science, because we are doing the Greek from Memoria Press. The Greek studies from Memoria. It's not the Greek studies. It's like the Greek, what is it? I don't know. The Greek gods, I think, is what it is from Memoria Press. So we're going to be doing that together. So I decided we'll try it as a family. It's really for my 10-year-old, but we'll try it as a family because the story should be relatively interesting. And then song options. Oh yeah, when it says song somewhere, state song. I found a really cool state song. So I thought, why not learn the states? It sounds in alphabetical orders. Kind of fun. Okay, so this was the absolute hardest part out of all the planning, was decide what the heck to do during the week. So that to me was the hardest. But anyway, right here I have my term focus here. If we do school, I'm going to highlight it. However, I seem to do school, like even during the summer I'm doing school. But I guess, so after lunch, that's when the kids do that's when they do their independent studies with me, okay? So language arts, whether that be grammar, whether that be, stuff like that, and their math after that. And then they usually do their, I'll show it in here if it's in here, all the stuff they do. But okay, so this is just an attendance tracker printed off. I feel like I got it in Canva, but I don't know. All right, so we have yearly goals down here, right? Yearly goals, life skills, prayers that I want to work on this year, quote that we're doing this year that is the greatest and most important commandment, which we kind of already know, but let's get that down. Let's get that down, people. Okay, so curriculum plan, I already showed you that. Basically, I didn't go into all the specifics of what we are doing, but I found some great stuff. So these are the yearly book list, which are, again, I got them all from the library, so we might be done a lot of them. It's not the total, like we're doing the adventures. I found these two, the Call of the Wild, these ones in the War of the Worlds, from Christian Books, and it's got like a little study unit with it. It looks so cool, so I'm very excited about it. It arrived, 2 of the 3 arrived. So that is, I'll show you my book focus. But anyway, so these are different books I want to do, like Babe the Gallant Pig. So movies that we watched. So this is kind of records. Records is supposed to be under 2. I'm still organizing. All right, I'll probably be organizing for like the rest of the year. That's what I do. So movie ideas, because every Friday is Fun Friday. So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because we're reading that right now, and then I want to do Babe the Gallant Pig. We just finished what was it? The Mouse Called Wolf. Yeah. Oh, it was a cute book. We read it in one sitting, and it's by the author who did Babe the Gallant Pig. So Dick King. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, next up. Okay, these are a bunch of planning pages for the term focus, just so that whenever I feel the need to start a term focus, I can just like pull it out, right? Now, the reason I'm doing art in the summer is because I don't cover art during the year. So I'm doing art history and art in the summer because why not? Okay, this is the book idea list. So these are future books for my children or that I want to cover that I may not be covering right now. Let me show you my homeschool schedule. I have this written down here. This is going to be our schedule. It's basically what it was last year, except there's just one difference. 6 a.m. is kids' time. That's when they get up. That's when I sit with them and we talk about stuff or do stuff together. Breakfast and school. Okay, so then I was thinking, well, after breakfast, maybe I would just work with Locke, my youngest. It's something I may try to see how it goes. Kids play, Mom works. Then we do a Nerf battle or hide and seek around 9 o'clock. I Nerf battle with them every day. I bought some for our back to school gifts. I bought hopefully weaker Nerf guns. I tried to find the weakest ones. Like these guns are made like to play outdoors and stuff. Like what do you do if you're in a living room? I'm not heading outside, sorry. Okay, 9:30, snack and read aloud. That's where we do a read aloud or history. History can be done there too. Lunch and school, right? And then after I was thinking of working with Finn on his subjects. So then 11:30, independent subjects. And these times are estimated. It's more a rhythm than times. 12:30, kids play, mom time alone. 2 o'clock, kids clean up. 3 o'clock, mom reads, kids play. And by that, I mean they play on their iPad. I read because I'm about to start the dinner and the evening chores. So I just want to be alone. So, and then this is the book focus. So in June, we were doing Sea of the Venture, which I cannot find in my house. We had started it and I lost it. So in June, we covered, we're covering quite a few books. So pretty good. Birthdays. I don't know why I did that. I had this idea that I would write down all my closest friends' birthdays, and then I would like look at it, reference it, and remember it. I won't. Yearly overview. That was just if, I don't know, we did stuff. I don't know. We don't know our year. Like, hopefully I'm moving soon because I'm tired of this house. So hopefully we'll get another house. But, you know, so there goes this. So this is completed curriculum. What was this one? Completed study units. So any study units I complete, I write down, like I did an MLK study unit. I'm doing this 50 states right now when it's completed. Well, the MLK is completed. It was a very brief introduction just to is it Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Okay. And then completed curriculum. I believe he has a doctorate in theology, I think. Okay, completed curriculum. Completed books. Yeah, the BFG by Ronald Dahl. That was great. Christian Lights, Carrie ten Boom. A Mouse Called Woof. 5 stars. The BFG was also good too. I mean, that was enjoyable. Completed books. And then I have If the Young Ones. But I haven't been recording this. Like their reading log and what they're reading. They just go through so many different books so speedily. Because like I accidentally put that in there. That doesn't go in there. Because I pay them for it. So I either pay them in a choy they want, like if they read so many books in so many days and so many. It's like a library reading program, except kind of cooler, and it's in my house. Anyway, so as this says planning, I guess I don't study units. Oh yeah, so anything that I'm covering in study units, I'm gonna keep here. And I don't think I have much else. I have like, oh yeah, that was our summary from last year. The special skills we learned last year, the highlights. Group subject and books we logged. They're separate subjects that they did. So just because I like to do a year-end review, I'm not really into transcripts at this point. I used to do them, and then like, what was the point? Like, I need a kindergarten's transcripts. Like, so that was a few years ago, and I just stopped doing it. So anyway, these are the study units and stuff that I don't know where else to put. And then these are, I have life skills things that I go over just to see where my kids are at. Okay, so I hope that I did not intimidate you in any way. I hope that, I mean, there's a short out there too of the planning system I used last year, which is relatively similar. This year though, I decided to print it out and actually use a binder so I can sit with the binder at the table like I'm also a student, and then I can check it off like, oh, memory cards, check, because I just love to check off boxes. I do. I love to check off a box. And then I have my highlighter and my pencil because I always erase stuff. So I can like highlight, yes, we learned school today. Oh, aren't we great? Okay, so there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I probably don't have any great answers, but you go for it. And hopefully I will see you soon in another video.